welcome to another episode of RozelleTV. I'm here today with Georgina Roberts from Concrete Connect. And Georgina, before we have a look at Concrete Connect, tell us a little bit about your background. Where did you grow up in?
I grew up in New Zealand, a place called Greymouth on the west coast of the South Island. So I was there for up to about 26. Prior to that, I did an apprenticeship and left and went over to Western Australia when I was young.
What was the apprenticeship in?
Hairdressing.
Hairdressing. Yeah. Very good. So just before we jump off into the middle of Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Brothers and sisters? Are you...
Yeah, I've got two young brothers, two younger brothers. They both live in New Zealand still, in Christchurch.
Very good. Yeah. And so, obviously you went to school in New Zealand, you did a hairdressing apprenticeship.
Yeah, went to school in Greymouth and then did the hairdressing apprenticeship in Christchurch.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Finished my apprenticeship and then I started up my own business. So I went to Australia for a few months and then decided to come back home, start up my own business at 20.
Wow.
It's good. I had that for 5 years, sold it. I thought, okay, I've worked my guts out now, it's time to do something more exciting.
Yes.
So it was quite amazing actually, because I put it on the market the first week and it sold. I thought, oh my God, now I'm going. So my whole world was...
Wow.
Yeah, so I ended up living in London and lived over there for a couple of years.
Right,
Worked in the bars and pubs and restaurants and...
Okay.
Obviously, like everyone does over there, in that time you then save your money and live it up like maniacs. And and ended up going to push bike through Europe. So got fit, amazing.
Okay.
Well, actually had no money, so I had to do it like that.
Yes,
so push bike through Europe for a couple of months, and then went back to London and thought, okay, better stay there now and makes a bit of money, and went back to Greymouth actually. Went back to Greymouth again. Because obviously I'd never really left home. It was like missing family, and I thought, right, it's time to go home and face reality again and grow up. So then I went, I opened up, I stayed there, about a year.
Right.
And then I thought, right, I realised it's not my scene. So I ended up going to Australia.
Where did you go to this time?
To Cairns.
Cairns, okay.
Yeah.
So this is a change in temperature, change in weather, change in lifestyle.
Whole life, I thought,
Greymouth to Cairns,
Yeah.
Okay, right, yes.
Yeah, London, Greymouth to Cairns. So went to Cairns and I thought, right, what shall I do now? I'll start up another business. So,
right, okay.
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to open another business. I bought a business. I always tend to look at the ones that are going low, almost dying. I saw one in the suburbs and I thought, I'll give it a go. So I opened that up. That did really well. I had that for 6 years.
So that's you're quite entrepreneurial. You're looking for the opportunity, you saw
Always,
the opportunity, and was it was an existing business you bought it, or what happened?
It was existing, but it had been run right down. So,
So
it's typical. A lot of salons, they buy it for their children. You know, like she couldn't get a job, their apprenticeship couldn't get a job, so I watched and thought it was going down. So I could see there's quite a few on the market. I always believe you buy low, and you can only come up. So
if you put the effort in.
Yeah. So I did. I put a lot of effort in. I worked 6 days a week, and so it was good. It was a very good sell. I ended up getting a really huge clientele from just the suburban area that I lived in. And then I thought, now what? Next, I have to do something else.
So it's kind of 6 year, 7 year.
Yeah, I know it is actually.
Right.
Yeah. So then I thought, right, I'll go to Mackay. So I went to Mackay. I had a friend in Mackay. Actually, the friend in Mackay was the one that originally was in Kalgoorlie just before opening up my first business. So I thought, I'll go and see what she's up to. So I went to Mackay and I was there a long time. I opened up a salon there. Actually, I did real estate the first part.
Did you? And how did that go?
I was pretty hopeless because I did it for 6 months and I thought, it was fun, but not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea,
So while I was in it, I knew one of the commercial guys pretty well, and I found another business that was really run down.
Hairdressing again? Yeah, very good.
And I thought, right, let's give this one a go.
Yes.
So then I thought, I'll go to the next level of this, because I was in the city, if you call it the city in Mackay. And then I opened it up, changed the whole name, revamped it.
Right.
And then had that for 3 years and I went really big. And then I went bigger, so I...
When you say really big, give us an idea.
Well, I started off like for myself, say 3 staff. I ended up getting a premises like double this, like huge, double,
Right.
3 times the amount.
Wow.
It was
Okay.
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I designed it so it was like similar to the wooden floors, and
Yes.
I wanted to offer something in Mackay that no one had ever seen.
Yes.
And they
yes.
hadn't seen it. They
Right,
had never
yeah,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah.
service I was providing
Right.
or understood what was going on.
Right.
So
it was the place to go to get your hair cut
yes,
for
it
the
was.
ladies, yes?
Yeah, it was in the end. It took 3 years, but I got
Right,
there, and
yes.
then because we called it Zenith, and I got it right to that pinnacle level. I used to say Zenith is the pinnacle level.
Right.
So when we went upstairs, and people said, "Oh, you'll never work. You put too much money going upstairs." I said, "No, there's a reason why. It's even more, private, and they can sit
Right.
there and have their own little world."
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So then I think I had 9
That took a lot of
staff.
vision and a
Yeah.
lot of risk, and
Yeah, a lot of risk,
there could have
actually.
been
Yeah.
some serious downsides there, but
But
you
I
made
did
it work. You did it.
I did, and I thought, well, the only way I can do this now is to really network, and worked in
Yes.
every angle of Mackay then.
Okay.
I joined Rotary, I joined every possible networking thing I could to understand the different levels I needed to come into the business. So
Yes.
yeah, so I was lucky enough I got it going really well, and then I thought, right, change now. That was 6 years again. So I've got problems.
Wow.
6 years. But the reason why, mainly when my mum died, I thought, no, mum's dead now, I'm having a new life. So,
Right.
so I thought, right, let's put that on the market. And again, when it sold, I was so distressed. I thought, now what? Because I had to sign a contract, and I wasn't allowed to work for 5 years then.
In the
Mackay.
area, right,
And
right,
all
okay.
of Mackay.
Right,
So-
right, and all, okay,
Yeah, and
yes.
then I thought, this is my life. Hairdressing's
Yes.
my world. What am
Yes,
I
of
going to do?
course,
I'm just
yes.
devastated. So I decided I'll take a year off and just cruised around for a little bit, and then I had
Did you stay a lot in Australia, or did you go overseas?
I went overseas, went to Thailand,
Right.
did a few, just not a lot of travelling, but spent a few months away.
Yes.
Then came back and decided, okay, now what? I opened a coffee shop, so that was the next thing.
And how did that go?
It was good. It was called Sinful Coffee. Designed it.
Sinful Coffee, that's a great name.
It was a beautiful little, only tiny coffee shop.
Yes.
Again, something unique Mackay hadn't seen. And I think what was really good, why I did so well, I was supported so much in the hair world that then they could see, they thought, oh, what are you doing now?
Right,
so I'm
yeah,
gonna open a
yes,
coffee
yes,
shop.
yeah.
So I got there, I got a lot of influx of clients straight away.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we designed, but I made probably a mistake the first time I went into partnership with someone.
Yes.
And as a friend
okay.
of mine that
Yes.
needed a hand, and
Right.
the values didn't align.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
they just
okay.
didn't align. So
Okay.
I decided to leave. I said, no, you can have it, because I made a deal anyway. I said, I'll help you. I was lucky enough to get a bit of money from my other salon.
Right.
And I said, right, I'll help you grow as a person. I'll give you, let's do it. I'll do it. She always wanted to be in business. I said, we'll set it up, we'll make it happen. And then I ended up just sort of leaving it till I walked away and let her have it.
Okay.
And I wasn't that happy initially, but I thought, no, it's time to make, you've made that deal to give to someone.
Yes.
It was an amazing shop. Could have done extremely well, actually.
Right.
I wanted to see it everywhere.
Right,
a beautiful
yes.
brand. It was just beautiful.
Okay.
Anyway, so so I decided I had a rest again for a bit, and then I went back because I missed the hair world, but I still couldn't hairdress.
Right,
So then
okay,
I
of
decided,
course.
okay, I'll take on my own agency and be a rep. So I did. It was like a rep. You buy your own agency through a company called Hair Jam.
Okay, right,
And,
right.
Yeah, so with that I worked from Airlie Beach through to Gladstone, and right out the suburbs out in the mining world through Mackay, and just really worked that area and sold products and taught guys how to drive their business. So it was quite good, actually.
You were actually teaching them how to drive their business,
and what to do. So
it's almost like coaching.
Yeah, it was. I took that on myself. Like ideally,
Right.
you could just be a rep, and I thought,
Yes.
I can offer you product, but everyone just offers product.
Yes,
product.
product,
Yeah,
exactly.
So I thought, okay, I want to. When I used to go in, because you don't buy the agency yourself, you're sort of working for yourself. I said, I started going in and saying, listen, I don't want you to just sit here. I'll help you train your staff, and I'll show. Because I was lucky again because they saw what I did with Zenith.
Right,
and
yes.
Everyone knew it, and they
Yes.
thought, oh, okay, so if she's done it there,
Yes.
she must be able to have something.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
So then I did. I just ended up offering heaps of ideas and help them grow all their businesses.
Wow.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
value adding to them.
Yeah, I loved it.
And so that
Yeah.
would mean your product
Sold.
would actually sell as
Yeah.
well, of course.
Yeah, and you go in, you train them, you talk to them, because I always believe it's not about hocking something off. I'd say, look, how do we teach you to understand the human needs? Or it's not just your hair. It's nothing. It's about what
Yes.
they're feeling.
Yes.
So I spent a lot of time.
But it's one of your kind of your motto, is this? Have fun and,
Yep.
and grow. Is
Grow.
it?
Yeah, it exactly is. Have fun every day and make sure you contribute to the world.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
great motto.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I think it's true.
So tell me, let's get on to Concrete Connect. hairdressing, cafes, concrete.
I know.
Where are we at? How did this all come about?
Well, it's funny because then we decided we're coming to Sydney. James, my partner, he said,
Yes.
right, I've got this job in Sydney. Let's go. And he's from Sydney. And I said, oh no. I'm quite comfortable. My life's beautiful. It's lovely here. I'm loving it. And I said to myself, no, okay, let's do it.
Right.
Got to move on. You've got to change.
Yes.
I'm too comfortable.
Yes.
So my brother's business in Christchurch, he said to me, well, look, let's start up a branch in Sydney. So I said,
So Concrete Connect was based in Christchurch. And your brother
Yep.
had started that, is
Yep.
it? Right,
And
okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, that's still there. It's been going 8 years.
Right.
And that's extremely successful. Thank you to the earthquakes, which is
Of
sad.
course, yeah.
But the earthquakes have actually helped his business rise massively.
Of course,
Yeah,
yes.
so he does specialty work. So from that, I thought, well, we've got nothing to lose. He said, well, let's take this challenge on. I said, yeah, I can do it. And it's been the biggest challenge of my whole entire life.
I can imagine,
It's
different
been,
world,
Oh, look, it's a world beyond. Yeah, I find, what I find difficult, the service industry isn't in there. Like, I'm so driven for service. And then in this industry, I want to bring service, but it's not needed the same. So I'm trying to work out how can we incorporate a different level of care into that industry to be recognised for that rather than even our work.
So in other words, trying some way you can do value add that is
beyond
appropriate to that industry, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what I'm sort of working on at the moment.
Right.
And I think it is working because I look at what we're doing with a lot of our quotes and how we're approaching the people. We're getting the response, we're getting it back. So, we're getting a lot of quotes, winning a lot of quotes.
Fantastic. Now, just very quickly, what Concrete Connect, what kind of work do you do? What areas do you work in?
We work anything from construction companies through to strata.
Yes.
Through to new builds, as a new build with a precast company, like they put the precast panels up.
Oh yes.
We go in, we do the installation work. The panels go up. We go in directly after with the first crew after that.
Yes.
We do under panel packing. We basically glue it all in to the floor.
Okay.
And then we do the sealant work to join them all up.
Yes.
Fire cork sealant. And then after that's really the engineer. We pull the props down, which is really heavy work for the guys, but. So that's one part of it, and then defect work more so on construction sites. Like at the moment we're working on 3 new builds and there's a lot of defect work. So we go in and just do little fiddly stuff and really finishing it off nicely because the form work hasn't been done right. So we'll just make it pretty, really.
Make it pretty, right.
Yeah.
So you're the face of Concrete Connect in Sydney?
Yes.
And, well, thanks so much for coming to the studio,
That's
Georgina.
Okay.
It's been a real pleasure. That's it from RozelleTV. Thank you and bye for now.